Okay, today what we're making is a turkey Manhattan. So to start off, I've got about, I think 6 potatoes in there. And I got them on to boil. And then I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter in this small pan right here. And I'm going to melt that, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the onion in there. This is only a half an onion, because it's not, not going to make a whole bunch of gravy. But you just melt that down, and you can go ahead and season it now if you want, which I will. This is making turkey or chicken gravy, but it's going on a turkey Manhattan. But you could use, if you had a pack of turkey gravy, you could use that, or you know, whatever you got, or a can of gravy or jar of gravy or whatever. But a little bit of salt, maybe like a quarter teaspoon, and then probably about a quarter teaspoon of pepper. I like a little more pepper than salt. And then I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to add some celery salt, which everybody knows that's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic. And then you can always add it if you need more. Just sweat those onions out for a little while. And once you got your onions all sweated out and a little bit caramelized, just keep stirring it. That'll make them, gives it another layer of flavor. And then take about 2 tablespoons of flour. I usually just look at it and see how I want a nice thick gravy, but you got to cook the flour taste out of the flour. You got to, it'll taste like raw flour, and you don't want that in your gravy. And then once I get the broth in there, let this cook out a little bit. Once we get the broth in there, we can retaste it and make sure that the gravy tastes good. So I'm just going to let that hang out for a minute or two. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more too. I think that'll be enough. It kind of makes kind of like a paste-ish. Just kind of let it meld together with the butter, because I put butter in there. And And then when you're ready, which I think it's pretty close, start adding your broth and just whisk it in. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit. Oops. And we got mashed potatoes and turkey, so I want to get a whole pan of gravy. And plus this keeps pretty well too in your refrigerator, so if you happen to have leftovers, well, I think leftover gravy is a great thing. You can use it in lots of stuff. And then you just whisk that in until it gets to the consistency that you want. And that's how you make homemade gravy. Okay, it's time to assemble our turkey Manhattan. And you can use regular bread, white bread, sourdough bread. You can toast it if you want. We just happen to like rye bread, so that's what we're using today. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of rye bread. gonna put a big old dollop of mashed potatoes in between there. Then I'm gonna take turkey. It's just regular, just deli turkey, or you know, if you happen to have some leftover turkey, that'd be great too. But you can also do this with roast beef. Roast beef Manhattans are really good. Just lay a little bit of turkey on your bread. And then we're having green beans with ours today because I just thought that would taste good. And then the best part, the gravy. And then just put however much gravy you want over it. Oops. And here we have a turkey Manhattan with green beans and everything we had here. No big shopping trip or going to the store. Just use stuff you have. Get in the kitchen and make something good.